Habits to be 1% better every day. Imagine waking up every day knowing that you are 1% better than yesterday. Small changes that create big impacts. Have you ever wondered what your life would be like if you could handle stress and adversities better, staying calm in the face of challenges and making wiser decisions? In today's video, we will explore 10 Stoic habits that can transform your daily life, helping you become more resilient, focused, and balanced. Have you ever felt overwhelmed, directionless, or constantly reacting instead of acting? Today, we will address all of this by offering practical solutions that you can start implementing right away. Get ready to discover how simple practices based on Stoic philosophy can bring more mental clarity, emotional control, and efficiency to your actions. Before we begin, I ask that you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any new videos. And if you're interested, at the end of the video, access our exclusive content pinned in the comments. Without further ado, let's get started. Improving day-to-day life can be easier than it seems, especially when we adopt a few simple yet effective daily habits. The first habit we will explore is something that often goes unnoticed, but has immense transformative power. I'm talking about the greatness of small steps. Have you ever wondered how small actions can transform your life? It's impressive how seemingly insignificant habits can trigger profound changes. Imagine waking up a little earlier every day to meditate or read. These moments of tranquility and introspection can bring extraordinary clarity to your daily life. Consider this. Every great journey begins with a simple step. True transformation doesn't happen overnight, but through the constant practice of small actions. Think of a staircase. Climbing one step at a time may seem like slow progress, but over time you will find yourself at the top, enjoying a new perspective. Let's talk about some inspiring stories. A friend of mine, Joao, decided to incorporate the habit of reading for 20 minutes every morning. At first it seemed like a minimal effort, almost insignificant. However, over the course of a year, he read more than 15 books, each contributing to his personal and professional growth. Morning reading became a source of inspiration and knowledge, completely changing his approach to life and work. Another example is the practice of meditation. Maria, a co-worker, always struggled with stress and anxiety. She decided to start meditating for just 5 minutes every day. This small commitment brought an inner peace she had never experienced before. Today, she meditates for 30 minutes daily, and her quality of life has significantly improved. Meditation helped her face challenges with a clearer mind and a lighter heart. Now think about how you can apply this in your life. What is that small habit you have always wanted to incorporate but never thought was significant? It could be something as simple as drinking more water, taking a short walk outdoors, or keeping a journal. Choose a small action and start today. Consistency is key. Remember, the secret lies in daily repetition, even if it seems small. So what will be your first step? What small habit can you start practicing today? Remember, greatness lies in the small steps we take daily. Each step, no matter how small, is an advance towards your best version. Small actions, when carried out consistently, have the power to transform our lives. Whether it's waking up earlier to meditate or read, these small changes can bring clarity and tranquility to our daily lives. Have you noticed how small steps can lead us to great achievements? When talking about the importance of these daily small actions, we cannot ignore an essential element for success: consistency. It is consistency that transforms these small steps into great achievements. Let's explore now how consistency is crucial to achieving our goals. The daily repetition of small habits like meditation or exercise not only generates progress, but also establishes a healthy routine that over time becomes natural and effortless. Think of any skill you want to develop. It could be learning a new language, playing a musical instrument, or improving your physical condition. The secret to mastering any of these skills lies in continuous practice. It is daily repetition that allows for gradual and solid improvement. And you, how can you incorporate consistency into your life? Think of a goal you want to achieve. Maybe it's reading more, practicing a sport, or even learning to cook. Start with small steps, and most importantly, stay firm. Remember, the key is daily repetition. Therefore, consistency is not just about doing something repeatedly. It's about creating a rhythm that becomes an integral part of your life. It is what leads us to continuous progress and lasting success. Continuous and daily practice of small habits is what allows us to achieve great goals. Whether it's meditating, exercising, or learning something new, consistency creates a solid foundation for success. Start today, be consistent, and watch how your routine transforms into a natural path to your achievements. We have seen how small steps and consistency can take us far. However, the path is not always easy, is it? Here comes a crucial new aspect for a balanced and resilient life: accepting difficulties. Let's now reflect on how accepting difficulties can be transformative. Instead of resisting challenges, we can face them with a positive mindset, turning obstacles into opportunities for personal and professional growth. We all face difficult moments. It could be a problem at work, a personal conflict, or even an internal crisis. The way we handle these situations makes all the difference. Resistance and denial only increase suffering, while acceptance allows us to find solutions and learn from the experience. Let me share the story of Marcos, a friend who faced a severe financial crisis. He could have despaired, but he chose to face the situation head-on. Instead of getting discouraged, Marcos used this moment to reassess his finances, learn new skills, and seek alternative sources of income. Today, he's a successful entrepreneur and attributes much of his success to how he accepted and overcame this difficulty. And you, how can you turn your difficulties into growth opportunities? Think of a challenge you are facing. Instead of resisting, how about accepting it and looking for ways to learn and grow from it? Remember, it is in the most challenging moments that we find our greatest strengths. Accepting difficulties does not mean resigning to defeat, but adopting a proactive and positive attitude. It is seeing each obstacle as a chance to become stronger and more resilient. Accepting difficulties is fundamental for a balanced and resilient life. Instead of resisting challenges, adopt a positive mindset and see how each obstacle can be an opportunity for personal and professional growth. Start today to transform your challenges into milestones on your journey to a stronger and more balanced life. We have reflected on how accepting difficulties can strengthen us. Now let's delve even deeper into this idea by exploring how we can learn from mistakes. After all, to err is human, but true wisdom lies in turning these failures into growth opportunities. Let's talk about how to face mistakes as learning opportunities. Instead of blaming ourselves or letting ourselves be brought down, we can use each failure as a valuable lesson for our personal and professional growth. We all make mistakes. It is inevitable and part of our journey. However, the way we react to these mistakes is what really matters. Seeing mistakes with a learning mindset instead of defeat allows us to grow and continuously improve. And you, how can you turn your mistakes into learning opportunities? Think of a recent failure. Instead of blaming yourself, how about analyzing it and discovering what you can learn from it? Use these lessons to improve and advance in your journey. Mistakes are inevitable, but they are also disguised opportunities. Learning from them makes us wiser and better prepared for future challenges. Learning from mistakes is fundamental for our personal and professional growth. Instead of blaming ourselves, we should see each failure as an opportunity for learning and improvement. Start today to turn your mistakes into valuable lessons and see how this can positively impact your life. We have reflected on the learning that comes from mistakes, and now we will address a fundamental concept for a balanced life, focusing on what we can change. This approach not only makes us more proactive, but also helps us avoid wasting energy on things beyond our control. Let's discuss how directing our energy towards what is within our control, such as our actions and attitudes, can transform the way we handle day-to-day challenges. Instead of wasting time and effort on what we cannot change, focusing on what is within our reach makes us more efficient and resilient. Imagine a boat sailing in a stormy sea. The captain cannot control the weather, but can adjust the sails and the rudder. Life is similar. We cannot change many external circumstances, but we can control our reactions and attitudes. Focusing on what is within our control gives us a sense of power and clarity. Think of Laura, who faced difficulties in her relationship. Instead of trying to change her partner, she decided to focus on her own actions and reactions. Laura started practicing effective communication and showing more empathy. Over time, the relationship significantly improved, not because she changed the other, but because she changed herself. And you, where are you directing your energy? Think of a situation that is beyond your control and see how you can redirect your focus to your own actions and attitudes. What concrete steps can you take today to improve your situation? By focusing on what we can control, we become more proactive and less reactive. This change in perspective can transform the way we face challenges and significantly improve our quality of life. By directing our energy to what is within our reach, we become more efficient and resilient. Our actions and attitudes are the most powerful tools we have. Start today to focus on what you can control and observe the positive changes this will bring to your life. We talked about the importance of focusing on what we can control. Now let's explore a concept that is closely linked to this: living in the present. Focusing on the present moment can bring peace and satisfaction to our daily actions, helping to reduce stress and increase well-being. Let's reflect on how focusing on the present moment can transform our lives. When we value the experiences of now, we find an inexhaustible source of peace and satisfaction in everyday actions. Imagine yourself walking in a park. Instead of worrying about what happened yesterday or what might happen tomorrow, you focus on the feeling of your feet touching the ground, the sound of birds, the coolness of the wind. This focus on the present brings a calm and joy that we often lose when we are stuck in thoughts about the past or the future. And you, how can you start living more in the present? Think of a moment in your day when you can stop and appreciate the now. It can be during a meal, a walk, or even while performing a simple task. Practice being present and see how it impacts your well-being. Living in the present is a practice that helps us find peace and satisfaction in our daily actions. By valuing the now, we reduce stress and increase our well-being. Valuing the present can transform our way of living. By focusing on the experiences of now, we find a source of peace and well-being. Start today to practice mindfulness and observe how your stress diminishes and your satisfaction increases. Live the present and enjoy every moment. We explored how living in the present can bring peace and satisfaction. Now let's take a step further and think about the importance of visualizing the future. Having a clear vision of what we want to achieve helps us to chart a defined path, keeping us motivated and focused even in the face of obstacles. Let's reflect on how visualizing the future can help us achieve our goals. When we have a clear and detailed picture of what we want, we stay more motivated and focused, making it easier to overcome challenges along the way. Imagine an architect before starting to build a building. He needs a detailed plan, a clear vision of how the final project will be. Likewise, when we visualize our goals in detail, we create a mental roadmap that guides us and keeps us on the right track. This practice not only helps us maintain focus, but also face obstacles with more determination. And you, how can you start visualizing your future? Think of a goal you want to achieve. Close your eyes and imagine all the details, where you will be, how you will feel, who will be around you. Keep this clear vision in your mind and use it as motivation to take the necessary steps to achieve it. Visualizing the future is a powerful tool that helps us maintain focus and motivation. By having a clear and detailed vision of our goals, we become better prepared to overcome challenges and achieve our dreams. Visualizing the future clearly motivates us and keeps us focused on our goals. By imagining in detail what we want to achieve, we create a mental roadmap that guides us and helps us overcome obstacles. Start today to practice visualization and see how this technique can turn your dreams into reality. We talked about the importance of visualizing the future to stay focused and motivated. Now let's explore an equally powerful aspect for a balanced and happy life: cultivating gratitude. Practicing daily gratitude helps us appreciate the good things in life, transforming our perspective and bringing more contentment and well-being. Let's reflect on how the daily practice of gratitude can transform our way of seeing the world. When we stop to appreciate the good things we have, we change our perspective and find more joy and satisfaction in our everyday life. Imagine waking up every day and, before doing anything else, listing 3 things you are grateful for. It could be something simple like the birds singing, a loved one's smile, or a delicious breakfast. This seemingly small habit can have a huge impact on our mental and emotional health. Gratitude helps us focus on the positive even amid challenges. I will share the story of Louisa, who went through a difficult period in her life. She felt unmotivated and discouraged until she decided to start a gratitude journal. Every day, she wrote down at least 3 things she was grateful for. Over time, Louisa noticed a significant change in her perspective. She felt happier, more optimistic, and able to face challenges with a positive attitude. And you? How can you start cultivating gratitude in your life? Try to set aside a few minutes each day to reflect on what you have that is positive. It could be in the morning before starting the day or at night before going to bed. Write these things down in a journal and see how this simple practice can transform your perspective. Practicing daily gratitude helps us appreciate the good things we have, transforming our way of seeing the world. This change in perspective brings more contentment and well-being, allowing us to face challenges with more resilience. Cultivating gratitude is a powerful practice that can transform our lives. By reflecting daily on the good things we have, we change our perspective, find more joy and contentment, and become more resilient in the face of challenges. Start today to practice gratitude and see how this simple change can bring more well-being and happiness to your life. We discussed the transformative power of gratitude. Now let's dive into another crucial aspect of a full and balanced life: building healthy relationships. Relationships based on respect, open communication, and understanding are fundamental for our emotional and social well-being. Let's explore how nurturing healthy relationships can enrich our lives. The foundation for these relationships is mutual respect, open communication, and understanding. When we practice empathy and appreciation, we strengthen bonds and create an environment of trust and support. Imagine a garden. To flourish, it needs constant care, water, sun, and nutrients. Similarly, our relationships need attention, respect, and communication. Healthy relationships do not happen by chance. They are cultivated with intention and care. I will share the story of Anna and Joao, a couple who faced many misunderstandings. They decided to seek help and learn to communicate more openly and respectfully. They started listening to each other with empathy, truly trying to understand the partner's point of view. Over time, they noticed that their bonds strengthened and the environment at home became more harmonious. And you, how can you start building healthier relationships? Think of an important person in your life. Take the time to truly listen to what they have to say, showing empathy and understanding. Express your appreciation for something they do. These small gestures can make a big difference. Healthy relationships are built on respect, open communication, and understanding. Empathy and appreciation are essential ingredients that strengthen bonds and create an environment of trust and mutual support. Building healthy relationships is essential for our emotional and social well-being. When we base our relationships on respect, open communication and understanding, we create an environment of trust and mutual support. Start today to practice empathy and appreciation in your relationships and see how these small gestures can strengthen your bonds. We discussed the importance of building healthy relationships. Now let's talk about something that gives meaning to all of this: the legacy we leave. Focusing on the positive impact of our actions and words helps us build a meaningful legacy, living according to our values and contributing to the community in an ethical and compassionate way. Let's reflect on the impact that our actions and words have on the world. Building a meaningful legacy involves living aligned with our values and contributing to the community's well-being, leaving a positive mark that lasts. Imagine that each action and each word you utter are seeds planted in the garden of life. Some will bloom immediately, others will take time, but all will leave an impact. A meaningful legacy is not just about great achievements, but about the small daily gestures that touch the lives of the people around us. I will tell you the story of Mr. Carlos, a teacher who dedicated his life to teaching and inspiring his students. He not only imparted knowledge, but also values of ethics, compassion, and respect. Many of his former students attribute their success and character to him. Mr. Carlos's legacy is felt in every life he touched, an impact that continues to grow and multiply. And you, what legacy do you want to leave? Think about how your daily actions and words can contribute to a positive impact. What values do you want people to remember when they think of you? Start today to live according to these values and see how this can transform not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. Building a meaningful legacy is about living according to our values and contributing ethically and compassionately to the community. Each small action and word has the power to leave a lasting mark. The legacy we leave is built through our actions and words aligned with our values. Contributing to the community in an ethical and compassionate way creates a lasting and meaningful impact. Start today to think about the legacy you want to leave and live according to it, inspiring others and making a difference. I hope these 10 Stoic habits have inspired you to seek small daily improvements in your life. The central message here is simple. True transformation comes from small, consistent steps, a mindset of accepting difficulties, and a dedication to living fully in the present. Each habit we discussed is a powerful tool for building a more balanced, focused, and meaningful life. Now it's your turn to start this journey of development. Don't wait until tomorrow, start today. Incorporate one of these habits into your routine and see the difference it can make. Remember that progress is not instantaneous, but consistency will bring incredible results over time. You have the power to transform your life, one step at a time. Before you go, I want to make a special invitation. If you like this video and want to see more content like this, subscribe to the channel, share this video with friends and family who can also benefit from these Stoic practices. And please leave a comment below telling us which habits you practice or which ones you intend to start. Your experience can inspire other viewers to do the same. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.